This was definitely a shocking report that came out that I think the community has been reacting, from parents to teachers to kids. What actions has CPS made? It happened in the summer. I know you all have been doing a lot of work to get it together for the new school year.
Yeah, well, the plan of action has multiple phases, but the most important step we took was to recheck the backgrounds of all the adults who have access to children in our building. So we successfully completed that this summer, checking the backgrounds of employees, vendors, and volunteers. But we've also launched the Office of Student Protections in Title IX, which is their goal is to protect students from student-on-student abuse, which we don't talk about a whole lot, but to also provide training and do investigations to make sure we're addressing these issues as quickly as possible. So we've put a lot of things in place, retraining all of our employees, but I want to make sure people understand that I see this as a cultural change as much as it is a series of technical changes, and there's a lot that we have to do in order to make sure that our schools are safe, and we won't stop until we've done everything within our power.
Because it seems like it's one of those things that when you start trying to fix it, you actually really see how bad it is, because we have seen more reports come out since then, and it's like you kind of have to peel the cover back. I mean, as you said, a multi-phase thing. Is there any sort of timeline that you guys are working with, or a goal?
I think the goal is to make sure that students feel safe and that we have a district that's free of sexual abuse, free of sexual violence. But what I will say is that I count it as a good thing if more students are reporting. We know that sexual abuse is woefully underreported. And so when you have a strong culture, you see more people coming forward, and I count that as a good thing.
Okay, and we know that, of course, the safety of children is a top priority with this issue, and you all have taken this very seriously. We also know that it's had some other impacts. There was actually an article here in the Tribune that came out last week that says it's actually impacting negatively federal money that the government is giving us for magnet schools here in our district. How is that going to be fixed, or how will that be remedied?
Well, the first thing is we have appealed that decision because we don't want to impact and punish other students who need these programs. The new magnet programs that we selected are in some of our most underserved communities. Pilsen, West Englewood, these communities need the programming, so CPS is committed to make sure that those programs continue to happen, but we are appealing with the federal government to make sure we get those funds.
Okay, and what would you want to tell the parents at home, the students at home, any guardians, if they do find out something about their child, that there has been some kind of issue or something that needs to be investigated, and as far as inappropriate relations with their child, what do you want them to do?
The first thing is to always contact DCFS. The abuse line is the one-stop shop, but I would also say with regard to CPS, the Office of the Inspector General is in charge of any kind of adult on student abuse, so reporting that to him. He took over those cases on October 1st, and then always inform the principal of the school so that they have a handle on it and can get the supports that the student needs.
Okay, so 1-800-25-ABUSE right there on your screen. We actually want to get in this good news too that you guys are working on. The graduation rate, it's at an all-time high. It's actually going higher. It's going up for African American males and Hispanic males. Good news to report there.
That's great news. I mean, the graduation rate has been steadily increasing, but we're also happy to know that more of our students are not only going to college but earning scholarship dollars. So this year we posted $1.3 billion in scholarship funds. So not only are they making the grade, but they actually have the finances to support it.
Okay, well, those are certainly two good things that are happening in the district. I know you guys are always trying to reach that 100% benchmark. It's a lofty goal, but you got to keep going up and up. One thing that happened, we know Mayor Emanuel announced that he will not be running for re-election. He's the person that put you in this position as the top teacher in the district. And a lot of people, of course, have been very excited for you to have that position, seeing as how you've been a student in CPS, a teacher, a principal, you've climbed the ranks here. What does that mean for you now that Mayor Emanuel will not be running for re-election?
Well, a couple things. First, I want to thank Mayor Emanuel for giving me this opportunity and really hearing from the community and understanding the importance of an educator leading. I would say that my ascension to this role has been met with not only a lot of optimism, but also we've changed a lot of practices. Communities are more engaged. Teachers feel good knowing that there's a person that's an educator at the top. The thing that I say to everybody is that my plan for Chicago Public Schools does not change depending on who occupies that office. I know for a fact, I know that this district inside and out, and nobody has a better plan or a bigger heart for Chicago Public Schools.
Okay, so you're saying to count on Dr. Jackson.
You can count on Dr. Jackson. I'm not going anywhere. I'm Chicago.
Okay, Dr. Jackson. Jackson. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Again, we invite you to come on back. We appreciate your time coming to the Jam, stopping by, whatever you would like. Update us on any other CPS issues, please. Come on back to the Jam. And there are a lot of new policies this school year that affect your students. They're affecting these policies parents as well as teachers. For updates, just head to cps.edu. You can get caught up on all the things happening in Chicago Public Schools.